All three of these are actually full bottle worthy. This was a really good month. Hello, my gorgeous ones. Welcome to Aleisha Budget Beauty. My name is Aleisha. Here on my channel, I love all things affordable fashion, beauty, and fragrance. I do hauls, tutorials, reviews, monthly subscription, perfume reviews, all sorts of fun stuff. So if that sounds good to you, please subscribe, stick around, be a friend. Well, I don't always do every single month of my Olfactive reviews. I said I was going to do this for you guys every month, and then I didn't really continue on with that. So you guys let me know after you watch this video, let me know if you want me to do every single month review of my Olfactive, and I will happily do it because I love this perfume subscription. So if you don't know what it is, I'm not going to go too far into it because I did do a whole video months back where I explained the whole entire subscription and have a breakdown of the prices. But basically, Olfactive is it is a store. I think it's located maybe in New York or so. I'll put on the screen where it's located. Then they also sell from the website, so you don't have to have a subscription to purchase. But then they also have monthly subscriptions, and they have one that's a women's collection that you get 3 each month. They have a men's collection where you get 3 each month, or you can get combined where you get all 6 each month. And you do get a discount on your purchases if you get the subscription. So that's kind of the gist of it. And they primarily have Indian niche perfumers. There are some more well-known in there, but for the most part, it's Indian niche, which is how I've gotten my nose on a ton of fragrance houses that I wouldn't otherwise. So I personally really love it. Even if month to month aren't my favorite, I have received the 3 samples that I didn't really love any of them, but I still got my nose on them. And if you are a fragrance lover, or if you're someone that wants to get more into it, it's a really great way to figure out things you like, things you don't like, houses that you've never heard of. I just love it. So that's the gist of it. And this month is actually, you guys are probably seeing this beginning of March. This was my February subscription. I used to get them in kind of towards the beginning of the month. Now they're coming much later. So if I decide to do this every month, I'll probably be reviewing from the month before. But anyway, let's go ahead and hop into it. I'll just show you. Here's what the box looks like. It's really nice. Comes in this white cardboard, very like stable cardboard as well. You do have 3 samples in here. The sample sizes are nice and large as well. And then I love that they include cards on all 3. Or if you were to get the 6, the men's and women, you would get 6. And they have where you can write your thoughts on it. You can spray and sniff, where you can remind yourself. And then on this side of the card, it has a description. It has some of the key notes, a little bit about the fragrance house. They do such a good job with this. And I happen to really like all 3 of these this month. And that's why I thought I'm just gonna do a YouTube video about it. So let's go ahead and start with Almond Milk. Now, this is by DSH Perfumes from Boulder, Colorado. And the key notes in here are bitter almond, milk accord, vanilla, and cereal accord. Now, they don't write all the notes on here. So if you actually go to the website for Olfactive, you'll see the rest of the notes. Or if you were to look up DSH's site, you could look up all the notes as well. But the key notes, this is basically a kind of like a almond extract sort of a fragrance. And it does have this sort of the cereal accord in there. Like it's a very like breakfasty, milky almond cereal sort of scent. I actually really like it, and I considered getting a full size of it. You do get 20% off during the month of the samples. I don't know if that made sense. So if you want a full size, then of the samples that you received, you would get 20% off, but you have to get it in that month. Otherwise, it's going to be 10% off if you have the subscription. If you don't have the subscription, it's just the regular price. They do awesome like 20% off sales though for like Black Friday and just kind of randomly. And you can buy a lot of their samples as well if you don't want to get the full size bottle. But this one, I thought, do I want a full size? The reason why I did hold off for now is I do have some almondy scents that kind of smell a little bit like this, specifically my Whipped Almond by Mix Bar. That one's only $20. It's not exact, that doesn't have the cereal cord in there, but otherwise it's fairly similar with this sort of fluffy, light almond extract sort of vibe. And I do like this one more as like a layering fragrance. Same thing with my Whipped Almond by Mix Bar. So the price didn't really, I was like, oh, you know, if I were to find a really good deal on it, I would want a full size. I do think it's full size worthy if I had no other almond in my collection. Also, earlier today, I decided to spray on my Jessica Simpson Lovely, and I was like, yeah, this gives me lots of almond like craving as well. But I do think this is a really nice fragrance and a great one to get my nose on just for the subscription. The next one we have here is Mescal Flora. This is by Kelly & Jones. I was very excited because I have been wanting to try a Kelly & Jones really badly. And this is, Kelly & Jones is a Michigan-based artisan house that makes scents inspired by wine and spirits. So that's why I've been interested. They have a lot of those like wine notes in fragrances, but this one is tequila rose, suede musk, saguaro blossom, and pink pepper. And you truly get a mezcal sort of drink vibe out of this, but it's very fresh. And what this reminded me of immediately is Scottsdale, Arizona. I've only been once to visit, but when I went, what really stuck with me is how healthy that city is. And a lot of their drinks, whether it's an alcohol-based drink or not, are made with a lot of like locally grown produce, locally grown like herbs and fruits. And then everything's very natural. And so is their food. So I thought, oh yeah, I can really get the saguaro blossom in here. I get that smoky mezcal tequila in this. I want a full size of this. I don't have anything like it. Tequila is rare to find in fragrances. I do have a few, like my Coney Island by Bond No. 9. That is a completely different vibe though. That's like lime, tequila, chocolate, caramel. Very different from this. This is dry, smoky tequila, kind of like this arid, deserty vibe with this that I love. I will be picking up a full size. I have not yet, but it's definitely on my list. And then the next one, I did already order a full size. It is on its way because I just loved it so much. This is Strawberry Full by Dame Perfumery, and Dame Perfumery is a Scottsdale based house. And this is strawberry, plum, rose, lily of the valley, and musk. So there are a few other things in here, I believe. But like I said, these are just the keynotes. And this gave me the same kind of vibe as the last one, where I smelled natural. I smelled delicious, muddled, like the strawberry that you're gonna find that goes in a drink in like a really healthy alcohol drink in Scottsdale. You would get this muddled, fresh strawberry with the juices, and then these layer so well. It is basically, if you put the mezcal one with Strawberry Full, you are getting a strawberry mezcal cocktail. And I want to layer them badly. I have to wear them together. So I did go ahead and order Strawberry Full because it was a little cheaper, but I've got to order that mezcal. I think this strawberry is like your purest, you know, say like a foodie who wants like the pure, organic, real fruits. It's that for your fragrance lovers that want that realistic smelling, juicy, ripe strawberry. It's not overly sweet. It's a little bit tart. It's just the right of muskiness. I think it's gorgeous. And it's gonna really satisfy that spring, summer fruit craving for me, because sometimes with fruity fragrances in the hot months, I crave them, but I don't want them to be so sweet that it feels kind of heavy and just kind of like, ugh, in the sun. I want fresh, I want real, I want bright, and that's what this is. I think it's fantastic. Can't wait to get that full size in my hands. And this is a pretty good price as well. I think it's $80 normally, then I got the 20% off. So that's a really, really good deal. I had to grab it. But even though that's the only one I purchased so far, I do think all of these really are full bottle worthy. It just is whether or not that almond one makes sense in my personal collection. Very, very, very happy with this month. But just wanted to forewarn you, if you do sign up for it, there can be sometimes months where I'm like, no, I really don't love any of these. Most of the time, there's one I love, one I like, and one I dislike. That's most of the time. And it's rare if I really, really like all three like this month, and that just makes me more excited. Even those months that aren't the best, I still think the value is there and worth it, because it just trains my nose more. It helps me learn more about the different houses, and I just think it's a fantastic, fantastic subscription. That's it, you guys. I just really wanted to share this month, the February month, with you. Very excited about these fragrances. Let me know if you're interested in signing up or if you already have the subscription. I thank you so much for watching. And as always, have fun shopping, budget shopping, and smelling fabulous. Bye.